Today's horoscope from AstroCademy, Sagittarius, October 14, 2024. You enjoy coming to others' aid, particularly on a mental or knowledge level today. Your helpful nature shines through, making it natural for others to acknowledge your efforts. However, today's Mercury transits can compromise our understanding at times. While you're in the mood to fact-find, connect, and learn, a decision may not be clear-cut. You could find others aren't quite getting what you mean. Especially as the day advances, a Mercury-Pluto square comes into stronger play, and it may be best to avoid pushing an idea or pushing for an answer from someone. Try not to succumb to pressures to get too much done quickly. This transit can produce a bit of paranoia or play on worries and fears, but you might try channeling this intensity into something beneficial or productive. Positively, you may discover something that needs a rehaul. A passionate new era has been upon you and remains for a few more days. This is because sweet Venus, our goddess planet of attraction, harmony, and marriage, has been spinning in the sea caverns of Scorpio. This is also known as your solar house of home, family, and domesticity, which means that you could have so much more pleasure and relaxation at home with your kindred or favorite people. Use this time to plan a special dinner party, redecorate or renovate, or find time for some TLC in the candlelight. If single, consider how you can transform your living space into an abyss of magic and wonder. Be more exact about what you want. As of right now, you might be figuring out your next steps in your professional journey. However, it might be kind of scary to commit to a new pathway when Jupiter retrograde in Gemini sextiles Chiron retrograde in Aries. You might be nervous for several reasons. It may revolve around moving, education, or doing something you have never done before. Although it can be scary to do something new, you might find it healing to go for it. Do not hold back. The planetary position today prompts you to center your mind through physical activity. Yoga, stretching and running are all activities that require concentrated breathing, and this is recommended now. Balance is everything. Breathe in and breathe out. If your body is not on a regular schedule, your mind will find it more challenging to handle decision-making and emotional communication. Concentrate on eating at regular times and getting exercise at least 3 times a week. Come now, don't get all discouraged for nothing. It's true, the vibrations are a little bit difficult, so they won't be very encouraging, but these difficulties will progressively go away and leave room for some brighter days. Above all, you will have to get into a rhythm and get your life a bit in order. Indeed, you tend to give too much importance to unimportant things, and you regularly let yourself be overwhelmed by banal situations that don't pose many difficulties. You have the keys to success, but you still have to find the right door. Keep looking. Thanks to the moon, as Pluto turns direct in your work sector today, you have been able to maximize his final days in retrograde motion and will be prepared to advance swiftly as the brakes are released. Although the moon will depart just before Pluto turns direct, it ensures that your instincts remain sharp and that you are emotionally and intuitively engaged when it matters most. The moon will then shift its focus to your relationships, offering an opportunity for emotional engagement as Pluto begins his 5.5-week journey BA/CK to your relationship sector. It is just a few hours before Pluto's direct turn today that will see him turn around and begin his 5.5-week trek back to your relationship sector that the moon returns. Just the fact that the planet of change and transformation is on his way back is something to be excited about, but also to start preparing for. This includes working with the communication gods to get the communication lines open. Our eyes in the sky. We all have those lingering thoughts or situations that seem to occupy a corner of our minds and hearts, those things that take up space without really serving us anymore. Sometimes, it's an old mindset that's been with us for years, or maybe it's a relationship or a job that we've outgrown. Whatever it may be, holding on to these things can prevent us from fully embracing new opportunities and stepping into the person we are meant to become. When we let go, We create space for growth, for new experiences, and for opportunities that align more closely with who we are becoming. Take a moment to reflect: what in your life could you release to make way for something better? Is there something that no longer fits who you are or who you want to be? It could be a belief system that's limiting your potential, or a routine that's become more of a chore than a source of joy. Maybe it's a relationship that feels stagnant, or a job that no longer excites you. Whatever it is, take this as a gentle nudge from the universe. Letting go is not just okay, it's essential for your evolution. By releasing what no longer serves you, you open the door to something that aligns more with your true path. Use this time to reconnect with the core values that define who you are. What are the principles that anchor you, even when everything else feels like it's shifting? This is your opportunity to realign with your inner truth and find strength in what you know to be right. And remember, it's perfectly okay to have moments of doubt. Those moments are often the first steps toward gaining even greater clarity. At the same time, be mindful of the temptations that might pop up during this planetary influence. With Chiron retrograde and Jupiter in Gemini, you could feel drawn to fleeting trends or tempted to indulge in something that offers instant gratification but doesn't hold much long-term value. Whether it's making an impulsive purchase, seeking comfort in distractions, or chasing after a quick fix, these temptations can be alluring, especially when life feels overwhelming or uncertain. But it's important to recognize that these short-term solutions won't bring lasting satisfaction. In fact, they might even leave you feeling emptier than before. Instead, give yourself the gift of stepping back and taking a breather. When was the last time you gave yourself permission to pause? To step away from the busyness of life, even for a few moments? Sometimes, all it takes is a little distance to gain a clearer perspective. A brief break from the noise and stress can help you appreciate what's genuinely good for you and refocus on what truly matters. Have you noticed how much more clarity you have after taking a moment of peace? Sometimes, that simple pause is exactly what we need to reset and regain our sense of direction. The stars are aligning favorably for you in many areas, especially when it comes to financial matters. You're in a strong position right now, with a keen instinct for making profitable decisions. Whether you're negotiating a deal, considering an investment, or simply exploring new opportunities for your financial future, your judgment is sharp, and the universe is supporting your efforts. Just remember, while the opportunities are plentiful, patience is key. Don't feel the need to rush or aim too high too quickly. There's plenty of time to explore your options, and by moving thoughtfully, you'll be in a better position to make the most of what's available to you. Another important area to focus on right now is resolving any outstanding financial matters. If there's a lingering debt that needs to be addressed, a bill to be settled, or loose ends that need to be tied up, now is the perfect time to tackle those tasks. The energy is ripe for positive resolutions, and you're in a strong position to bring things to a close with confidence. Don't hesitate to take the initiative, it will likely lead to favorable outcomes. As you navigate these changes and opportunities, stay open to the flow of life, but remain grounded in what feels right for you. The universe is guiding you towards something better, and by listening to your intuition and trusting the process, you'll find yourself exactly where you need to be.